All right, let's dive into something pretty incredible. We're going to talk about how a court system born from old colonial-era frontier laws completely reinvented itself into a cutting-edge digital hub. This is the amazing story of the Gilgit-Baltistan Chief Court.
So just think about this for a second. How on earth do you build a modern, high-tech court system from scratch in one of the most remote and rugged places on the planet? That single question is right at the heart of this court's journey. It's not just a story about laws. It's about bringing justice to a place where the geography itself is a huge challenge.
Before we jump back in time, let's get our bearings right here in the present. What exactly is the Gilgit-Baltistan Chief Court today? Let's break it down. At its core, this court is the main place for appeals for the entire region. So if a big legal case needs a second look, this is where it goes. And while its home base is in the city of Gilgit, they also hold sessions in other areas, like Skardu, to make sure people from all over can actually access justice.
Now, this is where things get really interesting from a legal standpoint. You see, unlike Pakistan's other high courts that operate under the national constitution, this one was established by a special presidential order back in 2009. But, and this is the key takeaway, even though its origin is different, it has the exact same legal status and power. It's on equal footing.
Okay, so now that we've got a picture of the modern court, let's rewind the clock. Because to really understand how important this institution is, you have to see what was there before it. And let me tell you, the difference is night and day.
Before there was the real court system, the region was governed by something called the Frontier Crimes Regulation, or FCR. Just think of this as a set of old colonial-era laws made for tribal areas. And that often meant that justice didn't happen in a formal courtroom with judges and lawyers and all the processes we're used to today.
And get this, it's a pretty stark fact. Before 1972, there were simply no regular courts in Gilgit-Baltistan at all. The absence of that fundamental system really highlights just how massive the need for reform was.
So, how did the region get from that old FCR system to a fully functioning high court? Well, it didn't happen overnight. The transformation was a step-by-step process.
You can really see the journey right here. It all starts with that old FCR system. Then, 1972. That's the pivotal year. The FCR is finally abolished, which kicks off a whole new era of change. And it all leads up to 2009, when that special governance order officially gives the Chief Court the structure and the authority it has today.
So, what does the court look like now? How is it structured, and where does it fit into the bigger picture of the justice system there?
The court's leadership is actually pretty lean and focused. It's made up of just 5 judges in total. You have 1 Chief Justice who leads the court, and then 4 other judges who hear the cases. And these judges are all appointed by the Gilgit-Baltistan Council.
The judicial ladder in the region is pretty clear. You can think of it in 3 steps. Most cases start at the bottom rung, in the district courts. If a decision is appealed, it climbs up to the next step, the Gilgit-Baltistan Chief Court. And for a final appeal, the last stop is the Supreme Appellate Court at the very top. So the Chief Court plays this absolutely vital role right in the middle of it all.
All right, now for what I think is the most fascinating part of this whole story. This court, born in a remote, rugged part of the world, has just gone all in on the 21st century. Let's take a look at its digital revolution.
And we're not just talking about a basic website here. This is a seriously powerful tool for transparency and access. Literally anyone, you, me, a lawyer, can go online and look up the status of any case, see the court's schedule for the day, read through an entire archive of past judgments. They even have tools specifically designed to help lawyers manage their cases. It's incredible.
And this quote from the Chief Justice really gets to the heart of why they're doing all this. It's not about tech for tech's sake. The entire mission, he says, is to provide speedy justice. It's about using this technology to empower everyone involved in the system, from the judges to the lawyers to the general public.
And this digital push isn't slowing down. The court has now developed its own mobile app. Just think about that for a second. That embodies a vision for a justice system that's not just efficient and transparent, but accessible to every single citizen, right in the palm of their hand.
Which brings us to a final thought. A court system that replaced the old frontier crimes regulation is now exploring a brand new digital frontier. As technology like AI and advanced data analytics keeps changing everything, what could possibly be next for this pioneering institution? It's a fascinating question, and really a powerful story.